Right then, Hellraiser Wednesdays is back. I know I took a small hiatus and I am so sorry, but as I'm sure you're aware, I pumped out a lot of Hellraiser content in a very short period of time due to Hellraiser Judgment and all of the interviews surrounding it. If you're new to the channel, please do take a look through my Hellraiser playlist because I actually managed to get an interview with Gary J. Tunnicliffe, the writer and director of the most recent Hellraiser film. It's about 3 hours long, split into 3 parts, and I also managed to interview the new Pinhead, Paul T. Taylor. With that out of the way, I want to bring a brand new discussion type of video to the channel today in answering the question, can you kill a Cenobite? As we should all know by now, the Cenobites are the extra-dimensional beings ruled over by the Leviathan. They come from the dimension of the Labyrinth and were once always human, with the exception of Angelique, as she was the daughter of the demon god Leviathan. Now, as a quick overview, the Cenobites can be defined as sadomasochistic demons. Of course, they are not strictly speaking demons, they are in fact human converts to the Order of the Gash. But it begs the question, can you kill one of the Cenobites? Now, taking into account not only the movie universe, but also the books, as well as the comics, there are ways to get rid of and dispatch a Cenobite, which ties into how they are called upon. The Cenobites will generally only appear once they have been summoned upon solving one of the Lamarchian's boxes. This is of course the extremely iconic puzzle box, which has now become so synonymous with the franchise. When a person solves one of the many boxes out there, a small group of Cenobites arrives. This is known as a gash, which is a group, and one of two things will happen. Either Leviathan, the Lord of the Labyrinth, will decide that a person is worthy to become a Cenobite and be transformed, or they would have been deemed not worthy and the human will either be destroyed entirely, ripped to shreds, or they will be taken to hell to spend an eternity in their own personal torment. Now, there is the third side to the coin. What happens when someone decides they want to fight back? The Cenobites, generally speaking, are immune to any kind of mortal weapon or attack used against them. However, if a weapon is used by another Cenobite, even though it is a mortal instrument, this can be used to dispatch that Cenobite. This was illustrated in the comics when an assault rifle was used by Cenobite Atkins to destroy Doomsdayer. So that leaves us with the knowledge that only a Cenobite can destroy another Cenobite, or a supernatural creature, or potentially a higher deity such as the Leviathan, or Leviathan's sister, which again is something which is expanded upon within the comics and the books. Leviathan will generally speaking only destroy another Cenobite if they have gone rogue. And this again applies to Cenobites themselves. They will only destroy another of their kind if they have gone rogue. This was illustrated in the movie when Pinhead was reminded of his mortal self and thus displeasing Leviathan. Leviathan at the time was connected to Dr. Chenard, and as such, Dr. Chenard was able to destroy the Hell Priest himself. The only way a human can kill a Cenobite or vanquish them is if they possess holy or magical weapons. Or, like I said at the start of this video, a connection to how they are brought into our dimension. A configuration of sorts, which is linked to the puzzle box. The Lament configuration is the iconic puzzle box that we know all too well. However, there is the opposing configuration, the Elysium configuration. And as such, this will vanquish Cenobites or destroy them entirely, as is the case when we saw Pinhead destroyed at the end of Hellraiser Bloodlines. So can a Cenobite be killed? Yes. However, not with extenuating circumstances. It would be incredibly unlikely that a human would have magical weapons or, in fact, holy artifacts able to destroy a Cenobite. So in that instance, it's something which is incredibly rare. Cenobites killing other Cenobites, however, does happen and has happened a lot, especially in the comics. So guys, I hope that answered your question. Can a Cenobite be killed? Can Cenobites be destroyed? Yes. Yes, they can. And again, I just want to extend an apology for taking that hiatus from Hellraiser Wednesdays. I've recently started doing vlogs, which get released on a Wednesday as well, and I was trying to find my feet with how I was organising my content. However, please do expect Hellraiser content to return, and this being the first of that. If you have any other questions with regards to the Hellraiser universe, please do leave them down below in the comment section, and hopefully we can extend this series moving forwards into debates and discussions around a fan favourite mythos and universe. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and check around my channel for the variety of content I have on offer. If you want to support me, the channel, plus what I endeavour to do here by entertaining you, please do check out my Patreon page via the link in the description box for exclusive access to content, plus, coming up, Patreon-only live streams. As always, I've been Mr. H. Until next time, I will catch you in the comment section.